video which way you're going out. Well, normally I go out and I come to the bottom, round the twisty bit here, and then I turn left onto the B3139, and I make my way through the B3139 towards a place called Wells. I go out at Wells. Just turn a little bit of thingy up on this. I don't know why, because I know roughly where I'm going, but you never know. I go out to the side of Wells and I make my way towards the A37, and I turn right onto the A37 and make my way down through towards Bristol. Then I pick up the, you know, M4, M5 thingamajig malarkey, just mindful there's nothing coming, but you never know. So yeah, I normally go straight on through here now, and I make my way round to this signposted for a 15-foot arch bridge, turn left, but it's no bother for us. However, coming in, when I've come from Exeter this morning, I've got onto the A30, up the M5 for a junction, then onto the A30, and then coming off the 303, make my way to the A37. And I come off the, I think it's the A367 or something like that. It's signposted for Radstock anyway. You turn right off the A37 and you come in through a couple of villages, and then it brings you out to the side of this arch bridge, and then I turn right and I come in this way. We're mindful, because you always get people flying on towards you here like people possessed. But when I turned onto the when I turned on towards this B3139, you come to a roundabout and I turn right on it. Well, as I turn left, that's the way I would normally go out towards Wells. And I saw some temporary roadworks on there. So I don't really want to go out that way today, because I think if they've shut half the road off, it might be a little bit tight, because I've got 5 big 1500 parps on. They're not overhanging as such, but there's just a slight little overhang, you know, either side of the trailer. So I don't want to be going round anywhere really tight and going through temporary roadworks if I'm going to start catching cones and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do instead, it's going to be a bit of a ball ache, because it's not the best of roads, I don't like it. I'm going to turn right at the end of here. I'm going to go up the hill, and I'm going to turn onto, I think is it the 361 or the 637, and I'm basically going to follow my nose out through Radstock. It's a shite road, I'm not right keen on it, but I'm just going to take my time. I've spent a bit of time strapping these. You normally just put 2 on each one, which on 2, 3 and 4 I've just put 2 on, but on 1 and 5, the front and back, I've put 3 on. I've obviously put 1 going that way, 1 going that way, and 1 down bloody middle, do you know what I mean? The rest of them is 1 going that way, 1 going that way, t'other way. To pull them into chocks, basically. Everything's on burrs and it's all chocked up. So it just pulls them in. Now, I've spent it, like I said, I've spent a bit of extra time just checking everything, and I always do, because, yeah, I would normally turn left. It's just mindful here, because it's going to be tight getting out. I think there's something coming down the hill towards us, I can't quite see. Just mindful. It's very sunny now. What a difference a couple of hours makes. It was absolutely lashing it down earlier on. And it had been raining before we came into here, and these roads I always find down here when I'm coming in off this B3139 and the A6 blah towards Radstock, I always find them it's a bit full on, because when it's been raining you get a lot of downhill bits, just mindful, because they're flying on towards us. I think a lot of people will be finishing work now and coming home. This is like, I don't know whether they're using it as a cut through or something, I'm not sure, but I need a bit of pressure on this accelerator pedal to get me up this hill. I always find these roads in particular, I mean, I've never driven on one in a car, but I always find they just feel a bit greasy, these roads. When it's been raining, and it's not currently raining, and the road's trying to dry out, I just find them a bit greasy and a bit slippy. And a lot of it's downhill section. So I find if you're coming into them a bit too fast, the trailer tries to push you on. Do you know what I mean? Front end starts going and trailer's trying to push you on, so I try not to come at them too fast, and that's even when empty. I wouldn't like to come down and fully loaded, but any road, that's that. So we just follow this round to right now, and we go up another, I think we go up another hill, I'm not sure. Come out to a T-junction, and then we, what's it call it? Whoa, just pull out on me, love, they're alright. Jesus Christ. Pulled out on me. here or what? I couldn't go straight on, it's a 7.5 ton weight limit, so I've got to come up round here, and I'm just following road round. Maybe she thought I was going straight on, I don't know. Any road, yeah, so we're going to go up here and we're going to turn left for Radstock. We're going to go through Radstock, which is going to be busy. It's 4:10 now. I'm loaded for Manchester. I'm going to get nowhere near Manchester tonight, but I've basically got 4 hours and 7 minutes left driving time until I've got to put him in. And I started at, what time did I start? It's a good point. I think it was either 5 o'clock or 5:30 this morning, so either we're going to end up in a 15, so it's one of them, it is what it is. We run a 15 last night, so we'll end up in another one tonight. Automaticus Navicus is trying to tell me turn left, turn right, turn this, that and t'other. I've just got it on just in case there's any road closures and whatnot. So yeah, we get to the top of this hill now, and then we turn left. If you're local around here, you'll know it like back of your hand. It's the A362 for Radstock. Just follow it out for Radstock, right? So I want to follow it out for Radstock and then pick up the road for Bristol. And come out there, jump on motorway, and off we go. Off we go to Manchester. Right, so we're going to go left here. Some mirrors. It's a nice wide swing. I'll just pull it over to right as much as I can. Put a little bit of volume on it. Right, there's something coming. There's something big coming. We don't know where everybody's going now, so we're just going to try and get out. Oops, we're just mindful. Don't want to take up any of these lanes. Just keep within my lane. Just watching trailer as it comes round. One son LP now, so I will. I've had to bully my way out there because there was a junction. There was nothing coming from right, but that junction, I don't know where anybody's going, so I've getting out, whether right or wrong. Don't know what I mean. Otherwise, I'll be sat there all day. So I don't like this particular road. It's not my favourite. I'd rather go out via that B road and pick up the A37. I'll be going out to the A37 regardless, but I'm going a long way around now through Radstock. We're just going to drop down into Radstock now. So yeah, I got into that place at Exeter this morning. I was only booked in for 1:30, but I rung next lad before me who was 11:30, and he said they've told me to come in. They've tipped the first one. They've told me to come in an hour early. So just get yourself down here. Anyway, I'd got myself down there. By the time I was getting there, just going in towards the site, he was just coming out. So we dropped lucky. So I got in there about 11:15, and I were out by 12. You know what I mean? So I were all right there. We just come straight from Exeter down to here. Forget this on really. So yeah, I've got 5 big pipes on, and like I say, I've took my time strapping them and checking them, and I've put 3 on the front one, 3 on the back one, 2 on every other one in between. Now, you might think that's too many, you might not, but I'd rather leave knowing I've done all I can to prevent the buggers from coming off, because you don't want a big round 1500 hula hoop bloody pipe, which is the full width of trailer, by the way, all of them, and then a little bit of overhang either side. You don't want one of them bouncing off and knocking on back door, do you? Do you know what I mean? Be half a day out with Undertaker with some poor bugger, and I don't want that. So just mindful here, there's a school. I think it's a school or an activity centre. There's a young childer here which looks like he's got your school uniform on, so just mindful, because school will have finished now, but there might be still 1 or 2 kids. Maybe they've had detention first week back because they've missed teachers, I don't know. Just dropping down this hill now towards Radstock. Now there is a bit in Radstock, there's a right hand turning you can go down, and it cuts out most of this road. but it's bloody tight. As you initially turn down it, you've got to go around some buildings, and again, with having these pipes on, I really don't fancy it, so I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and go the long way around. Just on retarder all the way down here, because it's a cheeky one. It's a sweeping blue line. We are in a 30, but I don't fancy going 30 mile an hour down here fully loaded with pipes. Just with my pipes on that. Just mindful of that lad there, stood at back of bushes. Yeah, we come to like a bit of a crossroads. It's like a over on the left and immediate right type of thing. I've not been down this way for a while, but I have been down it before, and I'm not really keen on this road. It's bloody rough. It's potholes galore at various points. Yeah, we go right here. Bristol and Bath, A637, and then we turn left further down. So just mindful. Just mindful. Where's this one going? It's going straight across. Till the two are turning right. Just mindful of the motorbike. He's clearly mindful of me as well. Mindful of this pedestrian reaching about. Just tickling and fettling, lad. Tickling and fettling. That knows this, not t'other. So yeah, we come to a junction here, and I think we go left then right again straight away, and these lights are on red. Here we go. So I'm just going to take up both lanes because I'm going straight ahead, but it's kind of like a left and a right. It's like a semi-shufty. Lights are on green. Mobility scooter there, straight on road, not bothered. The sun's coming out now. This is where we're going to get collared here. It's heaving coming from the right hand side now. I could do with a blocker. That's our blocker, bingo over there. Right, put my signal back on because I'm coming across this way now. Nobody wants to get me out wagon, just leave me all on past me. Just mindful of the children on scooters. Now it gets tight down here, this road. I'm not right keen on this bit, and it's bloody bumpy and all. Just coming out of that 20 back into a 30. A dirty 30. Yeah, it's gone from one extreme to the other. It was absolutely bouncing it down this morning, coming down M5. At various points I thought it was going to be a bad accident. You couldn't see for cloud. It was broad daylight, but like dull grey and then pitch black in various points as well, and it was hammering it down. And I was trying my best to keep a good safe distance behind every bugger, but people still keep cutting in and darting in front of you, and there was a lot of standing water about as well on M5, and I thought, any minute now some bugger's going to aquaplane and it's going to be a full road closure, like, you know what I mean? Luckily nobody did. Let's have a toffee, my gob's drying, I'm not sure up there, have I? Back into a 30. A dirty 30. So again, I'm not braying on down here. I'm fully loaded, I just don't see point. I'm just taking my time, steady Eddie, tickling and fettling all the way down. I'm like the Pied Piper. Big steady flow of traffic behind me. The rat race behind me. Just mindful, van up pavement. I come round him. Okay, guns out. All of this junction here. Yeah, there's a turn in here to the right hand side down here in this roundabout, and it does cut a lot off. It cuts a heck of a lot off. It goes towards a place called Welton, but it's bloody tight on this corner, and I really don't fancy it. There's a right hand turn in here, but it drops downhill and it's a sweeping left hander. Why heck is it tight around these buildings? I'm not going to bother, I'm going straight on. Typical, there's no pigging coming now. But every time you go that way, you'll always get to the corner bit, and there's a frigging bus comes round and a shitload of cars. And, oh, it's literally, it's hard work, honestly. So I'm going straight on. We'll eventually get spat out onto A37. Just mindful now, there's still one or two folk knocking about with school uniforms on, so mindful of children. Woman with carrier bags. Knuckles dragging floor because bags are that heavy, and she's obviously sweating because she's holding 2 shopping bags and a jacket. She's just, oh, how far have I got to go? She probably missed bus or something, I don't know. That's Doreen, that. She lives just over there, Doreen, next door but one to Alice. Alice? Who the fuck is Alice? Well, you know now, it's Doreen's mate. Right, so we're going straight on here, signposting for Bristol and A37, just mindful.